Steph, I'm gonna put you on stage. Why don't you do this part right here? Yeah, hold on for me one more time. Yeah. Quiet. Take that. Act like my man takes my spot. Right here. Do this for me one more time.
Word. It's your brother Jock. Welcome y'all to the event feature. God damn. Take time away and travel your galaxy. Cut off positions you intend to take. When you return in tragedy, weaken the wicked with a well-placed stone. No need to fortify. My abyss absorbs your home, your zone, your clones, where you roam, and your brightness. And your robots who appear in my likeness. All praise to his highness. Note you King Midas. Assemble troops like Titus. Older than my dust. All us is reformed. Into the dust, six sons are born. So ill your temple liquefies. Mind Jim.
Shit, I gotta get right into this motherfucker, yo. Booger Bear, you dumb, stupid ass dude. Yo, I don't know nobody as dumb as you. God damn. Even Neggy said you a stupid motherfucker. God damn. Hey, what? Your brother Z, Davion, yo, what? Y'all got some heart finally and shit to speak about something? Z over there trying to be mad. They just straight retarded. We get them out of here. Oh, we tearing down the doctrine. And shout out to Lex Vortex that this was our Judaizer show. Make sure you go check out Judaizer show and fucking laugh at his motherfucking ass and watch Lex Vortex tear that goddamn doctrine down. Goddamn it, he shocked me tonight, yo. You know, I don't think too much of that old dark side shit, but. Lex Vortex showed and proved tonight. Yo. Golf clap. Golf clap for Lex Vortex. Golf clap. Alright, let's get on into this shit and watch the fuckery. We get right into this motherfucker tonight, goddammit. His old stupid ass fool. God damn, these niggas is stupid. It's stupid. I ain't never seen no shit like this before ever in my life, ever. God damn. Let me get this. God damn, what shit? Alright, here we go. It's the tapes, goddammit. It's the tapes. Watch this stupid shit.
Okay, I'm just going to give you an example of what Art will tell you. I'm going to page 83. We're going to show you an image of the Art's depiction that he saw of Native American people. I want you to pay close attention to her garment. Yeah, she started David.
Let's stop right there. For one, he didn't say the source of where that book came from. I would like to know if anybody know the book that he shows. Let me know in the comments. Second, this is supposed to be a Native American Indian, and notice she's wearing American clothing. Two, even as late as the 1600s, there was Jews in America, slave owners, marrying with Indians, and everything. So it makes sense that it might come on there. Also, Native Americans also dealt with those symbols. But that's another show. That's not the point I'm getting at. But through it.
Look what he says. You actually see the shoe of David, so-called garment, man. Like we always tell you.
And why she ain't black? Look, why she ain't black? She lily white. But we're going to see, too. We're going to see. But play on.
Americans, so-called,
listen.
The nation of Gad, of the chosen people of Israel. They're the nation of Gad, man. And that the oldest Assyrian Hebrew Bible was found among the Northern Kingdom tribe on the East Coast, man.
Assyrian Hebrew Bible found amongst the northern tribes on the East Coast of America, right? That's what he says. Assyrian Bible, right? Let's go.
Oh, you hear that? Hey, brother, can you pause that real quick? I got you.
Now listen to Z fucking all up for them.
During the Assyrian captivity, when we would have fled, wouldn't that mean that these people would have been from the Assyrian captivity? Didn't I show Chief Joseph head?
All right. He said, didn't I show Chief Joseph? He's answering Z's question, right? He said, so if we showing this and we know that the Assyrians left Assyria and came to the Americas, wouldn't this be the proof, right? Now, we can get something right. Wait, I'm backing on up. Back it up for y'all. Listen to Z fuck it up for everybody.
During the Assyrian captivity, when we would have fled, wouldn't that mean that these people would have been from the Assyrian captivity? Didn't I show Chief Joseph had that Assyrian tablet and that Assyrian stone, right? And that was Northwest America.
Yo, hold on, y'all. Tell me the nigga ain't got one tooth, yo, on the bottom. What?
Yo, I'm sorry, yo. I gotta have fun, yo. If I'm not laughing with y'all, I'm in here by myself and shit, laughing with myself and shit.
Look, y'all. You look like that meatball from Aquatine.
Look, the nigga got one tooth, y'all. That nigga ain't got no fronts on the bottom. He got one. It look like he trying to balance a tic tac and shit on his bottom lip. Look. Look at this tooth, y'all. The nigga got one tooth. Or is he balancing a tic tac? Nigga, you need to be in the circus and shit. That's money right there, boy. Whatever you do, you should quit your job. Like, look, white man, I could balance this goddamn tic tac on my lip. My bottom lip. Look. All right, let's get into the show, y'all. I'm sorry.
Tooth! That nigga got one tooth! That nigga got one tooth! That nigga got one tooth on the bottom.
The oldest Torah found in the world is wrote in Assyrian on the east coast of America, bro.
Shit.
You just never heard of it before, bro.
You just never heard of it before, bro. You never heard of it before, bro, because it don't exist. It's fake. Show me that Bible, right? But he says Chief Joseph, right, had the tablet.
Come to your senses and admit it, bro. That's all. A lot of people ain't never heard that. We know that. I'm sorry, brother. You just keep calling it the Bible. We're talking about show me a Bible written in it's like, dude, it's not a Bible. We can show you ancient Torahs written in Paleo, in Aramaic, and in Picto. You know what I'm saying? That's what we can show you.
No, you can't. No, you can't, nigga. I'm challenging you, Z. No, you can't, nigga.
We're gonna break us out of here.
Yeah.
And it break the side of your head. Niggas ain't gonna do shit.
Do they need it one more time, y'all?
Hey, Nagy, what you doing up in there sitting? You notice Nagy don't say shit. Nagy's like, I don't be associated with this bullshit. Not tonight. I keep my ass over there at that debate league. I ain't associating with y'all niggas no more. This bullshit. As long as you got this motherfucking tic-tac balancing fucking ass nigga and shit in the group. But tonight, it looked like Judah is trying to get rid of Avanya. It really does. It looks like he set Avanya up for failure so he can say something and shit and get rid of that nigga. Because the nigga make the team look bad. Judah Nazareth has a good enough time doing that. He don't need no help making y'all look bad.
Yeah, we need one more time.
I think they need to break. One more time. Let's listen to what he said. The oldest Torah is found. The nation of Gad, of the chosen people of Israel. They're the nation of Gad.
So y'all believe in motherfucking 12 tribes chart now?
Yeah, man. Alright, and that the oldest Assyrian Hebrew Bible was found among the Northern Kingdom tribe on the East Coast, man. Not far from New York. In a copper, not far from New York in a copper cylinder. Bro, they really are in trouble, bro. Let you catch yourself tonight, bro.
We're gonna get down to that in another video.
Should never came up with that. That's another witness, but he's an elder. Learn to respect the elder.
Alright, that's dumb, that nigga.
I agree with everything Jim has said, no. But as he said, yes. The oldest. Now, we've already shown, you can go on Google, and there's a Syrian writing that was found in Georgia. A Syrian writing found in Northwest America, man. Right through this old, bro. Yeah, they just didn't get to that, bro. You said that.
Let's get that.
Over there, the beer gone and screw his mind up.
Lion of Judah. All right, we're gonna get into this Chief Joseph shit that he was talking about, right? I know tablets that he found, right? So check this out, y'all, and get right into it. And this is gonna be quick. I'll be done in like 5-10 minutes the most. This is simple. This is light work right here. Boom. Look at your boy right there. Where did Chief Joseph get his Mesopotamian tablet? Right? Mesopotamian tablet. Chief Joseph. The origin of Chief Joseph Mesopotamian tablet is still a mystery. When Chief Joseph, a renowned Nez Perce leader, surrendered to Europeans in 1877, he gave a special gift to General Nelson Appleton Miles, wrote Vine Deloria Jr. in his book Red Earth, White Lies. The gift received by the general was a pendant that turned out to be an ancient Mesopotamian cuneiform tablet. According to the Benjamin Denali of AssyrianTimes.com, the tablet was translated by Robert Briggs, professor of Assyriology, at the Oriental Institute of the University of Chicago. Professor Briggs found that it was a sales receipt for a lamb dating back to what time? Y'all see it? 2042 BC. Right? What year did they leave the captivity? In 722 BCE, nearly 10 to 20 years after the initial deportation, the ruling city of Northern Kingdom of Israel, Smyrna, was finally taken by Sargon II. Right? Oh, here we go, right here. That the exile lasted 70 years. Some chose the dates 608 to 538 BC. Others 586 to 516, the year when the rebuilt temple was dedicated to Jerusalem, supposedly. Right? Now, this is the date. This is the date, right? That they left that motherfucker. This is the date they left. 500, let's say, like, I'll give them some points. I say they left at 600. Right? Give them some points. It's 600 BC. Now, where did this motherfucker right here say that shit dated? God damn it. There you go. 2042 BC. Right? There you go. Mary Grinding of Helium History Mysteries wrote, the chief said that the tablet had been passed down in his family for many generations. Now, this is quote. This is a quote. 1877. They quoted this Indian chief, Chief Joseph, right? Quoting that they had inherited from their white ancestors. So they're saying that their white ancestors gave it. Their ancestors were white. Chief Joseph, let's take a look at Chief Joseph. That's Chief Joseph, y'all. 1877. This is how they drew this man. By their white ancestors. Chief Joseph said the white men had come among their ancestors long ago. Chief Joseph was a man of honor, and there was no reason for him to invent a flowery story about the origins of the gift. So they give him credit. They co-signed him. Furthermore, gilding eliminated the possibility of forgery based on the fact that cuneiform had not been deciphered until 1846. And a potential forger would have had to be familiar not only with ancient language itself, but with the shape of the tablets created by the ancient scribes. The story of Chief Joseph tablet leaves us with mystery. How did the ancient Assyrian artifact make it to the Western Hemisphere? The scholars are still scratching their heads in search for explanation. Chief Joseph pendant was not the only Mesopotamian tablet found in North America. Native Village mentions another cuneiform tablet that was found in 1963 in Georgia by Mrs. Joe Hearn. It was written on a Sumerian language and dated to approximately 2040 BC. According to Weird Georgia by Mark Skurman and Mark Moran, the tablet discovered by Hearn was a receipt that recorded a purchase of several sheep and goats for a ceremonial sacrifice. Glory Fowler is an independent researcher from Oklahoma who was interested in pre-Columbian visitors to North America. Wrote about numerous occasions on which ancient coins and other artifacts from the Mediterranean and the Middle East were found in North America. One of such occasions was cited by Native Village. In 1980, a small heavy block stone found near Hajin was brought to her for her opinion. The design resembled a flower with a complicated base. According to Native Village, consulted Dr. Bell Fell, a zoologist at Harvard, who was also an expert in ancient inscriptions, and he concluded that the design resembled the seal from ancient Dilmun in the Persian Gulf. The inscription said Dr. Fell appeared to employ the ideograph used by Dilmunian scribes, especially the ones of Inanna, goddess of love and queen of heaven, which is Yahweh's wife. So this shit didn't come from no goddamn Israelites. Right? Do these I did videos on Inanna. So have Immaculate Neves. He need to comment on this shit. Do these discoveries beg for... Now, he said white. So, Immaculate Neves is going to jump all over this motherfucker right here. He's going to jump all over this motherfucker. Do these discoveries beg for a revaluation of world history? Do they prove that merchants and explorers traveled between the Western and Eastern Hemisphere long before Columbus? Right? Now, if they went there, there was obviously already people there. Step his foot on American land at the very least. They mean that maybe scholars need to start asking new questions, right? And that's it. And that's it. So, how could y'all leave the Assyrian captivity in 6-something BC, right? When this fucking Indian right here, that's from the land, that lived there, that's historical proof that he's a Native American Indian, born and raised. He said that his people, look how, see how I look, got it from the white man. And 2000, they dated it from 2042 BC. Now, how many years is that? But what? That's 1,400 years before the Assyrian captivity? That's before even Solomon. Y'all niggas look stupid. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all know what? Y'all is stupid. Y'all is stupid. Killah B, the goddamn Witchfinder general. You got a witch. I'm damn sure burning their motherfucking asses up. Y'all niggas ain't got nothing for us and shit. Please, stop it. And we out.
For me one more time here. Pride. Take that shit. Act like my man takes my shit right here. Do this for me one more time.
It's your brother John.